Cellmate, where A-level biology is made easy. My name is Ruana Lanzi, and we will be discussing HIV/AIDS. What are the lesson objectives and what is the content that I will be covering in this video? So we are going to be introducing and defining HIV/AIDS. We are going to look at some global statistics, how HIV/AIDS affects the immune system, symptoms of HIV, what is the latency period, symptoms of AIDS, testing for this disease, how to prevent from HIV/AIDS, what is the treatment for HIV/AIDS, if any, and we will finish with a short summary. HIV is an abbreviation for human immunodeficiency virus. This virus weakens the human immune system by destroying the white blood cells, specifically the T helper cells. The uncontrol of HIV can lead to AIDS. Now, to quickly recap the importance of T helper cells. These white blood cells secrete chemicals as shown in the diagram below. Now, these chemicals either release signals that stimulate the cytotoxic T cells to kill the infected cell, or it could either stimulate the base cell to release antibodies. Now, antibodies are specific to each pathogen, and they lock onto the surface of an invading cell and mark it for destruction by other immune cells. AIDS is an abbreviation for Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. As previously mentioned, the uncontrol of HIV can lead to AIDS. Therefore, we can say that AIDS is the final stage of HIV. This disease has proven to be life-threatening. It also can cause opportunistic diseases such as meningitis. Meningitis can lead to the swelling up of the brain. Pneumonia, which infects both lungs. The air sacs fill up with a fluid that causes coughing and swelling up of the lungs. Certain types of cancer. It also causes tuberculosis, which is a bacterial infection in the lungs. Now, looking at the number of infected individuals according to global statistics, there's approximately 38 million people who are infected with this disease on a global scale. How does this disease affect the immune system? White blood cells include T helper cells. These cells secrete chemicals. These chemicals allow the other white blood cells to divide and multiply. They also alert the other white blood cells to destroy pathogens. They also encourage B cells to produce antibodies. Now, the T helper cell, as shown here, secretes chemicals. These chemicals encourage the production of antibodies by the B cell. It also encourages the destruction of the pathogen and the attraction to the site of the virus. T helper cells also allow the other white blood cells to multiply and develop. The HIV virus enters the bloodstream. Once it enters the bloodstream, the HIV tricks the white blood cells. It tricks it into thinking it's safe for HIV to enter the bloodstream. Once it enters the bloodstream, it starts to rapidly multiply inside of T cells. It then leaves the T cells, destroying the cell along the way. Now, to demonstrate all of this, I would draw a bloodstream with my red blood cells, with my white blood cells, to show how HIV weakens the immune system and spreads throughout the bloodstream. Now, my HIV molecules or particles shown in green will trick the white blood cells into thinking it's safe for them to enter. Once they do enter, they start filling up and start rapidly multiplying. They create hundreds and thousands of copies. Once the virus leaves the cell, it destroys it, decreasing the amount of white blood cells in the bloodstream.